Hey, you with the face! Have you seen some of our reactions before and really enjoyed them? Are you also an artist? If so, and you've made fan art of me or both of us, please send it to ZMonster44 on DeviantArt. We love seeing the talent and various styles artists have, and by showing it in our reactions, hopefully more people will find and enjoy your work too. Now, I won't hold you any longer, so let's start the video!
Warning, the following video contains MLP related content. It also contains at least one or more of the following: cursing, violence, immature jokes, funny reactions, or verbal not safe for work content. If you do not wish to view anything that may contain any of these, please immediately go to your previous page. Otherwise, stick around and enjoy the show.
Hello everyone, BronyMouse44 here, and Evergreen and I are back with Season 9! Yeah, so some things happened within like the last couple days here, and we haven't fully divulged like the cause of the problem, but we have a good idea. We think the power supply in Ever's computer that I built for her died, so she's ordered a replacement, and it's gonna get here probably within like a couple days or so, and we're gonna hope that that fixes it.
It said by Friday or the 31st.
Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna be video chatting with her, and she's gonna use her phones, and I'm gonna try and like help her out. Final's probably gonna be there too, and hopefully that will work. So keep your fingers, hooves, claws, whatever the hell you have, keep them crossed, and hope that that works and that fixes the problem. Because if it's anything else, it's gonna be a lot worse.
Yeah, if not, I'm gonna have to send the computer back to Brony.
Yeah.
Deal with this fucking laptop that's already a piece of shit.
Oh.
The day the reaction went live. Normally me and Brony sit there, communicate with you guys, talk to you guys. Well, sadly, that was the day I came home, went to turn on the computer to do the reaction, and nothing. So we weren't there because of that very reason.
So some of you guys who were at the premiere for that last week episode may actually remember that I said that I was dealing with tech support problems. This is what it was. But all in all, we're going to hope that that fixes it. But we're supposed to be taking a look at this episode now, and it's episode 9 called Sweet and Smoky.
Why do I have a feeling Smolder's gonna be in here? Because she is nice, but she's fucking smoky as fuck.
Probably. I would say that's a pretty good guess. Now, there have been some weird ships going on in this season. I don't know if they're gonna try doing that again with this one. We took a little...
Smolder!
Thank you. I'm assuming that means you approve of it, because you really jumped the gun on that one. Yeah. So, I guess we'll see if that becomes a thing in here. Are you okay?
Yes.
Okay. Otherwise, we don't really know anything about this, thankfully.
We've been too complex on this computer issue to really even look, to be like even doing anything else. If we're not at home trying to figure out what's going on with the computer, Brony's working or I'm working. Or we've been just doing what we do in the last couple of days and just been, what is that website called? Playing Pokemon something?
Pokemon Showdown?
Yeah, Pokemon Showdown. We've been playing that nonstop the
and
last
now
2
I'm
days.
certain there's going to be like 10 people in the chat probably going like either, what the heck is that? Or, oh my gosh, you guys play that? I didn't expect that. And honestly, I just kind of suggested it to her because she was having problems with the computer, and it's something that's stupidly easy that our laptop can run. But
anyways, let's get into the episode.
Yep, I was going to say we're rambling way too much, so let's go ahead and finally be quiet and get ready to watch this. So, you ready?
Woohoo! Yes.
Alright, let's go and get started. In 3, 2, 1, go!
Headmare Twilight?
Oh, well, there she is.
You in the teacher's lounge.
That didn't take long.
Is it okay if I miss class? You can make it up tomorrow. Actually, I'll be gone for a week. A week? In the middle of the semester? Oh, is everything all right, Smolder?
That's
Not
right.
exactly. My brother's been having a hard time since I
Brother?
left for school. I want to go home and check on him. He's a really sweet guy, and the other dragons can be kind of rough.
Did you say sweet guy and dragon in the same sentence?
Yeah, he's sort of like you, Spike. I'm sorry to hear about your brother, Smolder.
Ever.
The Dragonlands are really far for you to go by yourself.
Wow.
And I'm not sure about you missing so much class.
Hey, what if she got a school credit for it? Kind of like a kindness field trip. I'll go with her.
Thanks. The Dragon Lord is way too busy for personal problems when it's baby dragon hatching season.
Baby dragon
Hatching season?
Oh gosh, now Fluttershy wants to go.
All those cute little snouts poking out of those adorable little shells. Tiny twitchy tails. Can I go too?
That face!
Fluttershy, stop being like me!
That was so cute!
Fine. But I'm gonna expect a full report when you get back. How many pages? I was talking to Fluttershy. Hatching season sounds fascinating.
Oh.
Okay,
Get
I need a list of what
Cody,
cheers me up when I'm
presents.
down, so if your brother's like me, he's gonna love it. What should we do first? The smile
Dragantopia.
song, the sharing circle, or
I'm
friendship
wondering
bracelet
if her
I'm
brother
not sure those are
is
the kind
that
of
one
things my
who's
brother's
addicted
gonna
to
be into.
Spike.
Well, what would make your brother happy?
Who?
Just having Spike and me accept
The
him
big
for who
red
he
one.
is will make a
Oh
huge
gosh, I hope
difference.
not.
Dragons who appreciate his
I'm
more
scared that they are.
sensitive side.
I got it! Show tunes!
Yeah, no, but good try.
But then again, none of this is him. None of that sounds like him.
That's an interesting
Unless it's a
spell.
facade that he does for others.
The stink of sulfur. Sharp rocks under my claws. It's good to be home.
I can't wait to meet your brother, Smolder.
I
We're
bet
gonna
you
be
already
best
have
buddies,
then,
I just
given
know it.
whatever
He
suggesting.
usually hangs out near here. I'll go try and find him.
I hate to say it, but you might actually be right, and I don't want him
Do you
to
mind if I
be
take a
related to
peek at
her.
the cute little baby eggs?
No problem. I'll stay here and finish this comfort blanket. It'll be like a hug.
And he would mock him
every
for it.
time Smolder's brother wraps it around himself.
Aw, I'm sure he'll love it, Spike.
Ever, I'm really thinking you're right. And if so, that dragon's name's Garble.
Oh my goodness!
That's a lot of eggs.
Good morning, little one. I've come a long way to meet you.
Fluttershy, I would
Did
not be
you
so
know there's
close to a
whole wide world
dragon's
out here
nest.
waiting to
I
say
kind of
hello?
agree.
Did you? Oh, did you, Boo?
You don't touch
Oh,
eggs
you
either.
were, you, Boo?
I can't answer you. It's an
What is
egg.
that face?
Dragon Lord Ember.
Oh, hi, Amber.
How nice to see you.
Nice to see you too. Which one are you again? 31 Apple Dash. Or was that the
Apple
country?
Fluttershy, the one who loves creatures. Are all these yours?
What? No, none of them.
Oh gosh.
Watching over eggs.
She's
is just
blushed
part
and
of the glamorous
everything.
Life of a dragon lord.
I mean, she'd be on a
I
conveyor
think
belt.
it
They were all
sounds
hers.
Wonderful.
Yeah, then maybe you can help.
I'd love to. Just tell me what to do.
I don't know. It's my first time being in charge. Dad wasn't big on sharing Dragon Lord details. It's kind of a burn or be burned job.
Well,
Oh,
I'm
nice.
sure you're doing great.
Not really. The eggs should have hatched by now, but none of them have even cracked.
Oh dear. Maybe they're lonely? Don't you worry. Auntie Fluttershy's here.
Auntie
Dragon Lord and I
Fluttershy.
are going to do
Oh,
everything we
my
can
God.
to welcome you into this world.
What does mean dragon
Really?
eggs? Okay, this is
How?
gonna be a weird long shot.
no
But in
idea.
How to Train Your Dragons, the dragons push their eggs into the
Now that's
water so they can hatch, because when they hatch, they exploding.
In water or lava?
Well, if it isn't our little pony friend Spike.
Also, here he
That's
is.
Equestria's official friendship ambassador to
Ree.
the Dragonlance to you. And I'm not little. I had the molt. See?
Oh, Runt's got wings! I'm so impressed. What's that supposed to be?
Nothing.
Your napkin.
Looks like a baby blanket to me.
It's not a baby blanket. It's a comfort blanket.
Aw,
Not very good at
did
defending
your
yourself.
pony pals make it for you with friendship and gumdrops?
No, I made it. And by the way, knitting is a lot harder than it looks.
Check out the baby blanket, guys! It's a lot harder than it looks!
on,
Got your
Smolder.
Just-
blankie!
It's gonna burn.
Little baby crying.
Oh, miss!
Betty broke a claw and everything. Give it back! That's for my friend! Cut it out! You know laugh fire's dangerous!
Changes color. Oh, there it goes.
Do that.
Garble!
Smolder? What are you doing here?
Dang it!
How's it scaling, brah?
We better get out of here before your brother shows up. Garble isn't very nice to sensitive dragons.
But Garble is my brother.
Your
Ree.
brother?
I was right!
That pony boy.
Freaking Ree.
Oh, brother.
Dang it!
Why must I be
I
right?
missed you, bro. We got a lot of fun.
I mean,
catching
I'm
on.
impressed, but at the
There's
same
no
time, just
lava
like
guiding
reading.
school.
Good luck getting Garble to do anything.
Yeah, he's been so weird since you left. Hiding and moping around.
I have not! Have so!
Easy, guys. I learned at Twilight School, ganging up on each other isn't half as cool as you think.
Aw, Pony School made you soft.
Wanna try me and find out?
Maybe
Oh,
later.
damn.
Let's get
She is still a tomboy.
What do you say? Better stay here, shrimp. Lava might ruin your blanky wanky.
Let
It's already
one tag
ruined.
along. Then we'll have some dragon to dunk. Ha!
Only gonna warn you once. Spike's my friend. You mess with him, you mess with me. Besides, he came here to hang out with you, Garble.
Aw, how sweet.
Let's go do dragon stuff. Garble can have fun with his new friend.
Nice friends you got there.
But I'm not having fun, and he's not my friend. Ugh.
Yeah, just ignore him, Gargar.
Gargar.
Not in public.
Oh, it's okay to have a nickname. Sometimes I'm called Spiky Wikey.
Seriously? You're admitting this? I am not hanging out with him.
Give him a chance, Garble. You guys have a lot in common.
Ugh. Fine. Race you to the lava pit.
Wait! I thought
That
you
would
said your
explain
brother
why
was
he's more of an
sweet.
ass to
All
Spike,
the tough
because
guy
if
stuff
he's
is just an
been
act. He's a big
act like
marshmallow.
him,
Yeah, not seeing
then
it.
he has to
Well,
take it out on some other
maybe a
people. That's what
burned
they used to do in
marshmallow.
school.
Smoky on the outside, but squishy inside. He just needs friends who can appreciate that part.
But it sets
Like
off the
you.
wrong narrative, because that's not
You're
always
not
the case,
changing
though.
your mind about
Right.
helping me cheer him up, are
Some
you?
people are jerks just to be
Me?
jerks.
Of course not.
True.
Okay, lava jumping. Just like old times, huh, Gargar?
Yeah, just like old times. Except for one little annoying thing.
He's barely talking.
Hey! Come on in, the lava's fine.
I mean, it's not like it's gonna
You
be
know,
cold.
whenever I'm feeling a little down, it always helps if I do something with a friend. How about we jump together?
He's gonna throw you in. Or that, yeah.
Ooh. Spike, you okay?
I know there must be something worse than lava up your nose.
Oh gosh.
Achoo!
Ugh.
I just don't know what it is.
Cannonball!
Oh boy. Oh my gosh.
Oops.
My gosh, he looks like he's gonna die.
Swallowing lava is definitely worse.
My bad.
And then they all lived happily ever after.
Fluttershy, they're supposed to be mean.
I gotta be honest though, it's still cute though.
Maybe you'd like a
What are those noise?
I feel like that would be
You might be
me
encouraging
sometimes.
them to stay.
Yeah.
Dragons
I
aren't
agree.
much for touchy-feely stuff.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No wonder know those eggs are yours.
Why are the eggs shaking? Are they finally hatching?
I wish. They've been
No,
doing
they're
that
cold.
for days. I'm sure it means something, but it's probably not good.
They're cold! Heat them up!
Try
Mama
this.
ever.
Red velvet. Guaranteed to brighten any creature's spirits.
Feeling better already.
Throw it on the ground.
I don't know about you,
You must
but a
think
change of
I'm a
scenery always
joke.
turns my frown upside
Man.
down. Ah!
Unfortunately, Smolder's missing like half of this now.
I will be the bigger dragon. I will be the bigger dragon. Sometimes just hearing what someone appreciates about you can make you feel better about yourself.
I'll go first. Spike, I think it's really nice that you're trying to cheer up Gargar.
Thank you, Smolder. My turn. I like how you always let every creature know how you're feeling, Gargar.
Only Smolder gets to call me that!
Okay.
Thank you for speaking your truth.
More fresh lava coming up!
I mean, it's not like you had a shortage or anything. Like, look, that thing was full already.
New activity. Who wants to make vision boards? Hey, Garble! Smolder! Surf's up!
Okay, so that's why.
Let me show you how it's done.
You coming?
I'll catch up with
I
you.
like how it's perfectly flat on the one side. Conveniently. Like, look at that!
Oh, Spike! There you are!
Hey, Fluttershy.
For a land that's all rocks, this place is surprisingly easy to get lost in.
How are the baby dragons doing?
The eggs won't hatch. They just keep shaking. I'm starting to think the dragons are too scared to come out. I was hoping you could help. If you're not too busy cheering up Smolder's brother.
Not a chance. Smolder's brother is Garble. The only thing that cheers him up is to make me miserable.
Hey, Spike. Wanna play lava ball?
Excuse me,
Oh boy,
but
here we
that's
go.
not a very nice game.
You're ready to dodge.
I nearly got you.
Enough!
That face, nice.
I mean, leave my friend alone, please. Spike came all this way to cheer up Garble, which was a very kind thing to do.
Aw, do you need cheering up?
What's wrong, Garble? Did some dragon hurt your widow feelings?
Yeah, they're all
No,
dorks.
I don't know what she's talking about. Spike's the one who's gonna cry.
Hey! Are we lava surfing or what?
Oh, yeah. Let's go hang with a real dragon, not a pony wannabe.
See? It's no use.
No, they're making it pretty
Why don't I
obvious
see
that
what
he's
I
not
can do about
truly wanting to do it.
And you
But
cheer
like,
up Garble.
that's not how it
At least
always
he
works,
listens to
though.
you.
Just you wait, Garble. You're dealing with Fluttershy now. She's packing a whole lifetime of kindness.
Damn it! Run away!
Coochie coochie coo. Oh. Coochie coochie coo. Coochie coochie coo. Coochie coochie.
Heat!
She's like,
They're dragons! You guys bathe in fucking lava! You need heat!
Doing
well, there
whatever it
is
you
red
do at
underneath
Twilight
them, so
School.
maybe there is some heat there.
I wish.
That's probably
a
not
long
enough.
story.
Maybe.
Wow, these eggs really do look scared.
You're not scared.
Wait, aren't the hatching grounds supposed to be hot?
Of course. There's a
Ding,
lot
ding,
of
ding,
lava
ding!
under
Thank
them.
you!
That's why the eggs are laid here. The heat makes them hatch.
Then something's wrong. I don't think the eggs are shaking because they're afraid. They're cold.
You're right.
Ever
what happened
knows
to the
what she's
lava?
talking about.
Might
Play
have
the
an
game,
idea.
Evergreen.
Ever mother here. I know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Meanwhile, the dumbass dad just like, yeah,
My.
yeah.
Are those?
I'm wondering if the king all he had to do was just blow just a big giant fire at him.
And wagon. Feeling like
What the heck?
I'd be sagging.
Oh yeah, I dig.
Bongos?
Raging lava, Bella Clava.
Where'd you get that outfit?
Fresh lava coming up!
Yeah, that's probably why they're cold, because this asshole keeps taking all the, quote, eggs that are the fresh lava that's needed for the eggs.
Mm-hmm.
See? I wondered where that lava was coming from. They must be draining it from the underground lake.
Oh, she's gonna kick your ass.
Put that rock back immediately.
Yes, Dragon Lord Ember.
How long have you been removing these boulders?
A while?
It made our lava pool so nice and warm-like.
Oh, it's supposed to be heating the eggs. Now they'll never hatch.
Bang all their heads together for a little bit.
Yes!
Sorry, Dragon Lord Ember.
We'll put the lava back.
How the hell are you gonna do that? Okay, look, you can move that boulder down, but you couldn't put it up.
I don't think it works that way. The hatching grounds can't be the only warm place in the Dragonlands. There's gotta be somewhere else we can take the eggs.
You know how fragile those things are? No way we'll be able to move them all safely.
Fluttershy can help.
Go and bring all the dragons to the hatching grounds. We'll have to make the heat ourselves.
Oh no,
What do you think you're doing sneaking around here, pony?
Sneaking? It looks to me like the only one sneaking around is you, Garble. Why didn't you tell me you were a poet?
I'm not!
Words, rhythm, sometimes rhyme, weird punctuation.
What
Sure
the
sounds
flip?
like poetry to me. It's okay, Gargar. Fluttershy won't think you're soft for being a poet. And neither would any dragon who was your real friend.
Okay, fine. But I'm not a flowery, namby-pamby poet. I'm a beat poet. Dig?
I totally feel you.
And you better not tell my
Wow.
friends about it.
But why? If I was a poet, I'd want to share my creations with every pony. I'm the only one Garble will perform for. He hasn't written any poetry since I left. That's why he's been so sad.
I need to create. But if the other dragons ever found out I like this junk, they'd make fun of me forever.
Is that why you pick on Spike? To make your friends think you're tough? Wait, you've been picking on Spike?
Holy crap! Have you not
Only
noticed
when
this?
you're not looking. But if I didn't pick on Spike, they just pick on me. And he is kind of a weakling.
I'll have you know Spike is stronger than you are any day.
Yeah, right. That little cupcake-making, blanket-cuddling pony dragon? Ha, give me a break.
He did beat
First of all,
Sombra.
there's nothing wrong with being a pony. Second, Spike isn't afraid to be who he is, no matter what you or any creature thinks. That's real strength, not like some dragons I know. For a pony without a horn, she sure got a point.
I've been looking all over for you guys. We need your help. Hurry!
How much heat can, like, how much
I've
fire
ordered
can they
every
produce
dragon
without running
to pull
out?
the eggs, but they still won't hatch. I don't know what else we can try.
We can't give up. There's gotta be something we can do.
How about we wrap the eggs in a bunch of baby blankets?
Slap him.
Yeah, the wimp can knit them up real quick like.
Slap them all.
Hey, watch it! That lava fire could burn some ponies!
Good idea, Spiky Wikey.
The heck?
Eggs, come. Burst into that light. Break through shells that bind.
Wait, what?
Bruh, let's go!
Are they
Break
trying to make
free.
them?
Explore.
Yes, they're trying to make him laugh.
Between
Remember they
rock
said that
and
love fire, whatever it was, could burn somebody.
Yeah. That's just.
They're trying to use it to heat up the egg faster.
I was wondering why it was changing colors earlier in the episode. Because it went from like orange to pink to blue at one point. Which actually blue fire is colder, but whatever.
Look those others in the eye.
Yeah, there's the blue.
No, actually, in the real world, blue fire is the hottest.
State your claim.
No, it's white fire.
Stop.
Or white
Just
fire's
do.
hottest, then
Be
it's
the one and
blue,
only you.
red, orange, and yellow, I think.
Spike, look!
What?
I'll have to look it up
Their lava
after
fire
all
is so
this.
hot! It's hatching the eggs!
Come to light. Proud to be. Open up. Bam. Be free.
Egg.
Oh my god, they're so cute!
You did it, Gargar! You performed in front of other dragons!
I want
That
one!
was super
No, for frick's sake.
lame. What kind of
They
wiggling
actually
writes
have
poetry?
one?
We still have our
The
skag
hero
puppy.
of the Dragonland.
I don't care!
That's who.
Yeah, Garble saved our eggs because he was strong enough to
We
be
still
who
have
he is,
Tukino.
whether you liked it or not. I grew up thinking it was okay to make fun
friends.
of differences. But my friends have taught me to celebrate them.
And from now on, in my kingdom, that's exactly what we will do. Now, if you don't mind, can you teach me how to write poetry like that? It's pretty cool.
Yeah, sure. No problem.
Yeah, me too!
I want to learn.
Yeah, no,
Take
you
the
don't.
numbers, guys.
I'll take them all.
That really is you.
Huh?
That really is you.
Who, Fluttershy?
Shockingly, yes.
I want them all! They're adorable!
Well,
Don't judge me.
so a lot
I
of
was right about 2 things in this episode.
that's what I'm getting ready to get at. A lot of the episodes within this season I have called, but this one ever nailed to a T. Ever destroyed this episode.
Oh, shit.
Like, dang, girl.
I honestly, Brony can even vouch for me. I haven't done anything. I don't know. I haven't been able to even look at anything to know anything about this episode. Because I've been working ever since I got off work Sunday. I have not been doing nothing but fucking housework.
Nope, Mama Evergreen was able to deduce the problems.
Y'all dumbasses, they're cold, they're not hatching because they need heat. God,
Yeah.
it pays to fucking watch How to Train Your Dragon. Speaking of which, I am going to watch the new movies today. I bought it from Walmart. I'm gonna watch it.
Have fun, then.
Fucking love How to Train Your Dragon. I'm so sad it's the last one. They're not gonna make a 4th one.
Oh, gosh. Okay, so, like, in the beginning, like, I mentioned this already, but, like, in the beginning, when they were laughing at Spike and everything, we were seeing their colors changing when they were breathing fire and all that jazz. I don't remember if I said it back in the beginning when it first happened, but I was thinking that that looked really strange because, like, why would it do that? But we only saw it while they were laughing, so it made sense that when they started laughing again, that they were like, okay, let's use that as, the fix. Like, for whatever reason, like, it... You know what that reminds me of?
What?
It reminds me of Monsters, Inc.
Yes.
Because in Monsters, Inc., they constantly try to power things by scaring the kids. But, spoilers, I guess, somehow, if you've never seen Monsters, Inc., what, like, if you haven't, then what's wrong with you? After the fact, they change it to laughter to make the kids laugh instead, and it produces, like, 10 times as much energy as scaring them. It's like
Also,
a similar, it's like a similar deal with like that in here.
I'm gonna prove a point right now. Blue fire is the hottest fire. How I know this is I just looked it up. Temperatures of 932 degrees, it's a red glow. 1,112 between 1832 would be just pure red flames. Orange would be about 1832 between 2192, which would turn yellow after, and that would be 2192 between 2552, and then anything hotter above that makes it a blue-violet glow, which is the hottest on the visible spectrum. At least that's what this says as of right now. That's all I'm seeing in this thing. So as of right now, unless I do more research, blue fire is the hottest.
When all flame colors combine, they produce white, the hottest color of them all.
Well, no matter what, you're always going to have all the flames. Because whatever the base of the fire is, which if you've ever sat there and lit a match or a lighter, at the very bottom you can see the blue flame. And then as it goes up, you see all the other flames go out, like all the other colors.
I'm saying, though, that's why I thought it was white. Was because apparently it was just all those other ones mixed up, which I did not know. I actually genuinely thought that the flame was supposed to look white, not be a
science.
mixture.
Evergreen's favorite subject, science.
For what it's worth, that's literally what it said in a book when I was growing up as a kid. They were saying white flame was the hottest, but they never actually had, like, an actual, like, visual example. It was just text in the book.
Right,
They never described that it looks white because it's a addition of all those colors combined.
Right.
So I blame the book for fucking me over there. Anywho, but so see, honestly, there was a a lot of really small things in this episode that just obviously it made me laugh, but it just kind of took me off by a little bit of a surprise. Like obviously, like we already discussed with like the whole color changing fire and all that jazz when they laugh, but to just some of the even smaller things, just like Fluttershy being super Fluttershy this episode. Like either being super freaking like standing up for Spike or just being the most over the top motherly Fluttershy possible.
She got very aggressive. She was like, "Shut up!"
Right.
And it was just like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, and that happened like what 5 minutes after she was like doing like baby talk to the eggs.
Yeah, sitting here doing baby talk, come to say something to Spike, and she notices just like, "Shut the fuck up, or bitch slap y'all." They're just like, "Oh fuck."
Honestly, when she first showed up and said something, the very first time she said something, they didn't care, and they just continued throwing more of the lava balls at Spike. I'm honestly surprised none of them tried to throw one at Fluttershy.
Because they know that'd be going too far for the fact that they have that law about they can't touch ponies, remember? As soon as Queen Ember went into ruling the
I
Dragonlance,
almost forgot about that. You're right.
Yeah, that was one of the rules she made. They cannot hurt any ponies. The reason why they take it out on Spike is because he's not a pony.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's why they didn't throw shit at her, because they know, well, they can't touch her unless they want Queen Ember up their ass yelling at them 24/7.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of like yelling at them and everything like that, so obviously we yelled like crazy figuring out who Smolder's actual brother was, but like the first bits she saw that he was kind of messing with Spike some, but yet she seemed super surprised at the end when she found out that he was bullying Spike. Like, you saw some of this. Like, I don't know why she was that surprised.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. And then like I get the lesson about them saying that like, you know, some people do that kind of stuff, you know, in order to not be bullied themselves, but that's not always the case. Like there are, like I said earlier, and never even agree that there are some who do it just to be jerks.
Right.
Like they're not doing it for insecurities. They're not doing it because anything else like that. Some people are bad to be bad. Right.
I just can't get over the fact that I was like on point right with two of the things in this episode.
Oh, I know. You were really on it. This was your day for reactions.
But regardless, if you think about it, with eggs, any kind of egg, like birds, chickens, whatever else hatches out of eggs, eggs need heat to hatch.
Right. They need a little bit of warmth, and for dragons, it makes sense that it would need a lot.
Right. So
because like for like bird eggs, they
that,
sit on it.
You were right. You said because it looks like the underneath them is glowing, so there's heat. You were right about your thing. She didn't mention that there was a lava pool underneath the hatchlings to help create the heat.
It's just drained a lot.
It wasn't there because, well, dumb fucks cared more about their lava pools than they did their own kind.
Yep.
And yeah, that was not an okay thing with Ember.
Well, no, because that's basically like you're basically preventing.
You're gonna kill the babies if you're not gonna stop.
Yeah,
so
like it's a dark thought, but you're essentially killing like 50 newborn dragons. Probably more, actually. I'm pretty sure there's more than 50 eggs in that shot. So, yeah, she had every right and reason to be just, like, furious with him.
I just find it funny that she's, like, a little smaller than the rest of them. They all just like, oh shit, she's here.
Well, because they know that she's the ruler.
I gotta remember, what happened to the king after she took control? Where'd he go?
Didn't he retire?
I know he retired, but we don't see him. Like,
yeah, he just kind of left the kingdom to her.
Yeah, you would think like he would still be around, especially with how massive he is. All it would take is just one big puff of his mighty breath, and he'd probably get all those like, faster, but yet she was
Well-
nowhere to be fucking found.
I'm pretty confident that he just like left everyone because in the episode, Ember mentioned that she didn't know what to do with the eggs because when there is a change in rulers, they don't explain that stuff to the new ruler. They make them figure it out.
Right.
So he's probably off doing his own thing.
Probably.
He's probably just like seeing through like this world's biggest telescope, like, ha! She doesn't know what to do. But like, honestly, I know they didn't do very much with it, except for like maybe the beginning, but I really enjoyed this, and it did have like a slight bit of spike in Smolder shipping.
It did, a small bit.
Mm-hmm. But all in all, I think we both really enjoyed this episode, right?
Yes.
I just still hate that brother. I can't help it. I still kind of hate him.
I know.
I have to. But I think that's honestly going to be it for this, everybody. So until episode 10 comes around, this is Brony 44
And Evergreen Feather Song.
saying, see you guys later.
Bye-bye.